we can figure out how long to talk about each one because some of them are just butt ugly. Well, at least some of mine are butt ugly.
All of mine are.
You won. You beat me.
Even the winning one was butt ugly.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to get into this
Uh, let's
positivity.
go. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Can't wait. Oh boy, this looks like fun.
I love chess.
God, you are you are such a basket case.
Uh,
We're
I,
gonna we're gonna take you out. So I beat this guy named Jedediah Peachy. How about that for a name? It's not even like a fake name. It's real.
well, you think it is.
Well, I mean, it's USCF real. So who knows? All right, good to go. All
Yeah.
right. Welcome to the Late to Chess podcast. We're back. We're late, but we're back. Dr. Pop Pop, we had a tournament this weekend.
Yes, we did.
Actually, let me rephrase that. You had your tournament this weekend. And
And
then you
you
had a.
showed up.
That's right. I invaded. I had
You,
this terrible idea, and I said it would be so much fun to just drop in and torment my friend and make sure he's got support, make sure he's got IT support for his first time with ChessNoter, make sure he's got IT support because he still doesn't know how to program his clock. And I show up, and you
and
backed
I
out.
and I almost backed out.
You backed out. You were out, out, out. And then
It
I,
was you shamed me.
I didn't
Uh,
shame you.
you
I,
did. You shamed me and guilted me. It was snowing, at least where I lived, anyways, it was snowing. You're sending me pictures of a place an hour and 20 minutes away that looked like it wasn't doing anything.
it wasn't.
And it was because it wasn't. And you said, and then I look at these pictures. I'm like, well, how's he getting these pictures?
I have,
And
I have people.
I thought, is it live? Is it on the web? What's going on? And I asked, are you there? Thinking he's going to say no, Bill's no, but yes, he was. So obviously I had to show up,
Had to
get dressed,
get off
my duff,
your mountain of snow.
you know, which was funny because when I got down the mountain and out into the interstate, it was fine. And it was like nothing happened.
Yeah, that's what it was there.
So,
I even tried to keep it a secret because you were like, "Oh, it's snowing like crazy here." I'm like, "Well, I'm looking at the weather report out my hotel window, and it doesn't look like there's much going on in Morgantown." You're like, "Oh, but it's coming," and I'm like sitting there going, "No, it's not." But oh,
and
okay.
it,
I'm like,
and it,
he's gonna come in. He's gonna go. And then you started like full backpedal, and you're like, "Oh, I'm out." I'm like, "Okay." So then I'd sent the picture. I didn't want to guilt you into coming, but I
yes,
really
you did.
wanted you to come.
Yeah.
But you would have been fine not to. So I had to play this balance because I'm like, is it better to tell him I'm here, or is it better not to tell him I'm here? And then he finds out when we do this podcast, and then he's going to be mad. So I'm thinking he's going to be more mad that if I didn't tell him. So
Bingo. No, because the weather was okay. So once I got out of my area and it didn't do anything, still hasn't done anything
nope.
in that area,
It
only
looks like
here.
it looks like we got some good stuff coming the end of this week, though.
Oh yeah, and it did snow again last night here on the mountain on my hill. So I am in I don't know, I'm in some weird weather warp
I get
kind
you.
of thing. So, but anyways, yes, you did, and I'm glad you did. Um,
Are you?
bec
We had some pre-podcast conversation, and you seem to be going towards the negative doctor, not the positive doctor.
well, I'm glad I'm glad it came for obviously one because you were there and that made it great. Two, it's always good to face your fears, and because I think that it's also it was easy to say no because of the snow.
Yeah.
Um, it's that you can always find an excuse is good. And third, I'm glad I did it, but I found out that I didn't like it so much.
Well, we'll talk more about that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so
So
you made the classic error, and I'll give you one criticism for the weekend.
sure.
You made the classic error of underestimating my ability to make bad decisions.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm like, yeah, I did. I absolutely did.
There's no way he's there. There's no
Yeah.
way.
Right.
It's 5 hours away. Yep. Yep, it is.
Yep. And then I thought remembered that I, half on purpose, many moons ago, missed my own surprise birthday party.
Uh,
So I'm like, yeah, I'm still not. There are a couple people, one person in particular that I'm married to, still isn't over that. So I too am famous for bad decisions.
mm.
So that's what made me like, yeah, that guy is probably he's here. He's here. Of course he is.
The idiot's here. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go. I'm glad I was dressed anyways.
Yeah. Well, almost. You weren't wearing the proper apparel.
No, no, I had to get my shirt on. I forgot my because I had washed my intending to go washed my coconut collector sweatshirt, but it was still in the washer.
Hmm.
So no time for a dryer. It's hanging up. It's been hanging up now.
That's fine.
So
That's
so
good.
yeah, but I'm glad. I'm glad you came. It made my Saturday, and I'm glad we got to play. A lot of people though. A lot of people.
That's okay. There was a
If
good
you
amount of people.
it,
Everybody
it,
was, there was like a
if
little
you
population around us, and then there was a big population that wasn't anywhere near us.
This is true. This is true. There are a lot. It was a part scholastic,
Yep. Two
part
divisions and then open.
yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, I guess there's other. There were prizes for different rating sections.
We had no fear. We'll give away the punchline.
Yeah,
We had
yeah,
no
there
fear of
was.
prizes.
You know,
So after the first game, Doctor, you were in the lead with your
yeah,
half point bye.
that's right. I got a half a point for missing the first round.
Yep.
Has this only happened in chess, by the way? I feel like every other sport you get punished for missing.
I don't know.
Like you get thrown out. I mean, you don't go to the next round
You don't get to
if you
play
miss.
anymore.
No, wait, you didn't show up to play. Oh, sorry. But here in chess, you get half a point. So thank you, Bob Greer, tournament director.
Yep. I
Shout out to him.
unfortunately played a game and lost.
Yeah.
And so I come out of the first game in second place. I played a 1600 USCF who was quite good. Like, relative to the people that I usually play, I would put him much higher, like 1900 ish, or at
Mhm.
least playing against me, he looks like a 1900. And he smacked me around pretty good, but he was one, he gave me a postmortem too, like an in depth one.
Nice.
So some of it I understood.
Right. Right.
So I played the typical Scotch, and then he did something weird where it ended up where I had two knights in the middle and no pawns, and then he just put a couple tactics on me and that I didn't even see coming, and it was done. But I had a good time. I had a fun time. I felt better about the game before I went over it today.
Yes. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I went over it and I was like, oh man. So anyway, so now we're going into round two. Doctor decides to come off of his diva ship, get out of his winter wonderland, come to the tournament, play his game, lay the smack down upon his first tournament opponent, a measly unrated gentleman, if I remember correctly, somebody you had in the bag. So, Doctor, how'd that one go?
Well, first of all, the joke is on me. Right? Unrated baloney. He's unrated for USCF. He's unrated, but online at chess.com, he happened to tell me right before we played 1650
Yeah. Is that more
rapid,
than you?
which I am a measly 951
Oh,
chess rapid.
not that you're keeping track of, but you know.
Not at all, not at
Oh,
all. And so 700 points, a solid 1650. So I don't know what that translates if you did that for USCF, but it was much more
14.
than my 1400. That's okay. He's about 1400. And USCF playing one tournament, I
Hmm.
am 718. So he is 700, same as the chess.com.
Hmm.
700 points greater than I. That was not probably something I needed to hear.
No.
Not that I was going to underestimate him because he was quote unquote underrated or unrated, sorry, unrated. But I think that definitely, I don't want to say that changed the outcome of the game because I don't think that's would have been the case no matter what. But it did it. I put myself, allowed myself to be in a psychological disadvantage because of those numbers. Like, okay, well, I'll just, do my best. Well, we played the game
We came
and
to play the game.
we played the game. And um I had, believe it or not,
You
oh,
what?
I had at least, believe it or not, two chances. I've gone over the game now. Um, I didn't see this in the game to actually win the game. Um, it was a blunderfest
By both of you,
between,
though.
but yes, he had, and here's the funny part: he had six blunders and I had four, and I had a chance, like I said, and, at the end
If you would have got
to
another safety, you could have tied it up. Is that what you're saying? It's
say
a
that
bad,
again.
bad football joke, but
Okay. Oh, another safety. Yeah, right. Gotcha.
yeah,
Gotcha. My bad.
it's okay.
Uh,
You're
a
not
little
tired from
late.
the tournament at all.
I'm not. I'm not. No, and it was funny. It was my move. So for this attempt at a seventh rank, which again he could have, as after replaying it, he could have uh, gotten out of it. But there was a chance for a seventh rank attack for a mate, and I didn't see it, and I blundered to try. I thought I was protecting my queen, not paying attention, and what I did was trap my queen, and he next move checkmated me with his rook. So um, I,
That was one of the highlights of my weekend, by the way.
my mistake.
No, 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 no. Me seeing your mistake and then watching you bask in the pain.
Oh, okay, thank you.
That
It
that was
was
that was a highlight of my weekend. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It made
awesome.
it made my weekend. That was nothing better for me that weekend.
I live to serve. I live to serve, my friends. So I would say it was a fun game because I had chances, not to necessarily just win, but I felt it was competitive, whether that was because of his blunders or my playing or whatever it is, a mixture of both. It was a fun game. Um, we talked a little about it afterwards. I think he was miffed that he made the blunders. Um, and so there you have it. It was a good game, not as far as quality, but as far as
Competitive. Yeah.
fun in playing, maybe competitive. And I felt like, okay, maybe this isn't so bad. The only thing and I've said this, and I've been saying this, and I have a younger son was in all sorts of sports, and it was a sports superstar kind of kid in high school. And there's it's more painful to feel like, whether it's reality or not, feel like you almost won than just outright losing. Like to know that you had chances, particularly against someone who's at least better rated than you. Obviously, I think that means he's a better chess player, but better rated than me at 700 points, that you had this opportunity and you didn't convert is more painful than just losing, which we'll get to that in the third round. So,
Yes. Yes.
but I'm glad it came. I'm glad it, and like I said, it was a fun game.
I mean, if you look at it, since he's so much higher rated, you won't lose any points because, his high rating will mean that he's supposed oh wait, he's not rated. Sorry.
Yeah,
That's
I think that's the joke that I'm gonna lose points because it's gonna say that I lost to an unrated player, but only unrated in the USCF.
yep.
I think maybe that's something that needs to change. That if you should at least there should be something in parentheses.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah, I don't
Speaking of
know.
which, your USCF has your online ratings and mine doesn't. I don't see how to do it.
I don't either. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
No
it's
idea.
kind of weird.
Yeah.
But speaking of which, the tournament results aren't in. So if you talk to your buddy who ran the tournament, it's like put the tournament in, please. Although it is 50
Oh,
people, so maybe that takes a while. I don't know.
yeah. I bet. So
So there's that. Anyway, so my game, round two, while I'm down,
you're muted.
am I? Hold on. Come back. Come back. Why am I muted? I didn't touch anything. Still nothing.
Oh, I hear you now.
All right, back. Sorry about that.
Okay.
So my game I played I mean, at our age, I call a lot of people kids. I would guesstimate teenager, maybe early teenager, kind of my guess. He's rated 1185 going into the tournament. I played him well, I think. I was playing with black and got him into some trouble. I think, you know how when you play somebody, you say you're better or you're worse? I think I was about the same. I think he uh he definitely wasn't worse than me, but I don't think he was better than me, so I thought I had a chance. So I'm playing him. It's pretty good. I went over the game today, but I didn't go over the game with Stockfish. So I don't know this to be factual, but I believe I was ahead. I was ahead. I was ahead. I was ahead. And then uh he put a move out there. I think we went over this game on the chess noter. He put a move where he could move his knight and fork my queen and my rook, I believe. So um, I avoided that and threatened his queen with a different move. So then he moves his queen, and then the fork still existed. So I defend against that threat, and then he checkmates me, like boom on the thing. And the part that kills me is his knight. Once I attacked his queen, was undefended. I could have taken the knight, and then his queen couldn't have mated me because his queen wouldn't have been protected by the knight, which would no longer be there. Doctor, this is a problem. I've got to stop doing these things. I do these things all the time. I went over my not my online, my over the board history, and I think I've lost a quarter of my games due to the same stupid error, and it's killing me, killing me, killing me.
Well, wouldn't would that come under board vision?
Well, not seeing that the knight was loose would. I think it also is compounded by me thinking, oh, he's a 1200 player. He's not gonna just gonna hang his piece there.
I don't know. I after
But
looking at that,
obviously they do.
but after looking at and I've thought about it since then, that game of yours, and I know that you were really focused on what was happening with that. I mean, it was like a triple fork, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Now you were focused about how am I going to get out of that? What am I going to do with that?
I didn't
And
look at anything else.
yeah, you're looking there, and his queen goes boop right there across, right on the. Is that A? A, right? Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was
No,
H
H,
because I was
H, H.
black.
Yeah, yeah, H. And you're like, okay, I can do, and you do that, and then he just goes, bam. I just think, and I know you've got two good eyes, but that's not has nothing to do with board vision.
Mm,
Um, that you were just so focused,
not good
and
enough eyes.
yeah, and I can appreciate it because I do the same thing. I get so focused that all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, I'm better at it though
Yeah.
than I was. But I think that might be really it is that once you somehow it's like coming up for air. Like, okay, you focus on that, and then before you do what's next, it's like you got to come up
Hmm.
for air, look around, and go, yeah, okay,
Double check.
yeah, this works. And
Yeah.
I think you just went from this, figured it out, boom,
Because
he
I came
went
out with
boom.
this cool way to get out of it too. It was like
Yeah,
it worked great until I was checkmated.
right. That's the thing. That's exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah. So here's my I had it turned into a 6 hour drive home. It should have been five, but weather.
Oh,
So I
sure.
thought about,
You get to have weather.
well, I didn't sit home and do it. I still drove through it. So here's what I think my problem is. And I'm going to leave this to you and our listeners. Anyone, late to chess at gmail.com. Here's what I think I do or I don't do. I don't think I do a full assessment of my opponent threats, captures, checks, captures, and threats, whatever you want to call it. CCT. Um, every single move. And as the people get better, they get more aggressive, and it costs me more. And those are the ones I lose. However, I need to make a habit, which it is currently not. I need to make a habit, but I'm not sure that is the best habit or the only habit or the habit that will work for me because I've got these two things clawing at the back of my head. One, that takes, we've talked about this a little bit. You have a certain amount of mental energy in a certain period of time. And if you do this every single move, I'm worried that I'm going to run out for when it really matters late. Or two, and equally, if I do this every single time in like a 15-10 online game, probably anything shorter than that, I'm going to run out of time. So I need something that manages my energy mentally, my focus, and my time, but is yet efficient and effective in stopping these. Because, like I said, I'm losing 25% of my losses over the board are due to this. And if you took those 25% and switched it, you would have seven. I'd be close to a 500 player, and I'd probably be a couple hundred points higher in USCF alone. Just this one type of error problem. So I don't know what to do. It's frustrating. It's driving me crazy. I've oscillated between I hate this game, I'm not playing anymore, I'm done, I'm just going to study because studying is fun, to I've got to solve this problem, to what do I do to solve this problem, to searching on the internet to try to solve this problem. And let me tell you, if you try to do pre-move chess, anything, it starts getting into like the super GMs pre-moving an entire game from like move four. And it's like click, 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 click. I'm sitting there going, that is so far beyond what I'm sitting here saying, how do I look at the game? How do I do this evaluation every single time? I've got to do it every single time, or else I'll miss the one because I don't have any apparent fear or concept of threat naturally. And two, how do I not screw up the other things that I'm good at, which is, I'm pretty good on time and I'm pretty good on focus, but I don't want to waste all my focus when you're sitting there going, like, how do you know when to do it? Or do you just do it every time? I don't know. Late2chess@gmail.com. And the two is a number, like the cool kids. Doctor, I have pontificated long enough. You are allowed to speak. The soapbox is yours.
Okay, I was going to say, I think you do it all the time until you're doing it and not knowing you're doing it. There's this,
I don't know. I'm
it's
not doing it. That's the problem.
well, you do because you lose in
Then I lose the game.
25% of your
Yeah.
games,
That doesn't
right?
help me in the
Right,
moment.
right.
Like, oh, yeah, I forgot.
But knowing that, then you say, okay, I'm going to do this. I don't know, just pick a number, 25, 50 games. I don't know what it would be.
Hmm.
That I'm going to do this every time. And I bet before you get to whatever that near that end number,
Right.
that you will already have started doing it automatically and you efficiently
Mm.
because I mean, it starts off, what is it? Captures, threats, and
Checks,
checks, right?
captures,
Yeah.
threats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So your checks, captures, threats, checks, capture, right? And then it's just you start doing it. You're not hearing yourself saying and doing it to where then you don't even know that you're doing it, but you're doing it because you've trained yourself. This is where training is important. Uh, and maybe more so than skill for
Yeah.
something like this. And I just don't, I think that adult improvers, from what I've gathered for myself and all these things that I've read, is that, and I think that's why I've actually was getting better, is that I've become more focused on what I do, and I do the same thing every day. And it's funny that this past week I didn't. In preparation for the tournament, I did some different things. Probably shouldn't have done that. That you do the same thing every day. It's amazing how you become efficient and how automatic it becomes. Um, and I think that adult improvers, because of all the choices we have
Yep.
and our desire to be good, we're all over the place.
Yep.
Instead of just saying, okay, I am going to do this, and this every day for a month. And if at the end of the month I'm doing well, then I'll add something, just one thing, but we're all over the place.
Yep. Yep.
I think that's problematic. It shows up where it shows up is in when we play the games. That's where I've noticed that if my games got better when I've been doing the same thing. So yeah.
Yeah. It's got to go away. It kills me. Kills me. You know how mad I get. Like I don't get like angry mad or physically mad or any of that, but it just eats away inside. It's like,
Yeah,
ah.
sure.
So,
Yeah, it's the same thing with the almost winning thing. It's like
hmm
losing because you're crushed is one thing, but losing because you just didn't look up and scan one more
hmm
time.
Yeah.
It's ludicrous. You wouldn't do that. It's just like, if you're a doctor doing surgery, right? You don't go, I think I got that out of that forcep out of there. I don't need to check.
Most of their lungs in my hand. It should be fine. It should be
Be good.
fine.
Be good. I think I sewed it up right.
Yeah. I don't see any problem.
Yeah.
All right. So, more opinions, please. Late to chess at gmail.com. All right. So, we are leaving game two. I should be 1-1, but I am 0 for 2. Doctor has his draw for half a point, still leading the pack in the only thing that really matters in this tournament. Now, who's going to win of the Late to Chess podcast hosts? All right, Doctor, game three. You entered. You got another good draw. You got another unrated opponent. Piece
It
of
was
cake.
six, another unrated 1650 around. I can't believe it. I mean, what are the chances? Two players in a row, about the same, um, rated on chess.com Rapid. And
Well, you know
nice.
why you drew him so high was because you had that half a point. If you didn't have the half a point, you would have been down with me playing the Drex of the field.
I, and I wish I was. So I played him, and I was black this time, black pieces. And I had put myself in trouble right from the beginning by not developing my pieces to where my bishops could
weren't you
go
weren't,
out.
weren't you listening to Jesse's voice in your head? What's going on with that?
I was when I thought I was doing what I was supposed to be doing. Then I'm like looking at, oh, whoa, what is this?
Mm,
Not, it was very bad. It was very bad. And I blundered early on, and I could see that it was gonna be a tough road to hoe. And he played very fast,
yeah, I had
which
one of those. Yeah.
both played fast. The third round he was really, really fast, like he was playing a rapid game online. And
The 1650 rapid game, apparently.
yeah, and that throws me off a little too. I have to say it shouldn't, but it does when people are playing fast and I'm not. I mean, in the back just to the second round, real quick, I looked down and he had 36 minutes and I had 3 minutes
Wow.
left, and that's another reason why I think I blundered the checkmate because I was getting nervous.
It was only a
Yeah,
10-minute delay. That just to make sure we didn't cover it at the beginning. It's a 60-minute tournament game with 10-second delay, which it seems short for a 60-minute, but I guess I don't know.
yeah.
Seems weird.
So I was a little concerned. I was like, okay, and I started to move faster in the second round. But anyways, in the third round, playing black and just like the first guy was better than me, and I didn't develop my pieces. They were all was very closed, and I blundered, and yeah, I resigned. Um,
So 2 games in, 2 blunders. You're not boding well for the
no.
goals we had going in.
Oh, and I didn't. Oh, and I mean, I failed at every goal. What were the goals? Develop.
Yep.
Well, the second game I did, but the third round did not develop. Blundered. I blundered in the first game. I just didn't know it. But in the third game, blundered, and both games I did not castle till I think it was between 15 and 20 move.
Oh,
Yeah.
that brings up the age-old philosophical question. If a tree falls in the woods, does it make any noise? If you blunder a piece in chess, but your opponent doesn't see it, did you blunder the piece?
No, that's a good point.
I don't know.
I don't think he, maybe it does, it counts, I guess, but obviously he didn't see it.
Yeah.
He didn't see my, till the end. He probably missed, at least two, if not three of the four blunders, to be quite honest.
Well, at least they were sneaky blunders, Doctor.
That makes it even worse. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
He didn't see him, and and he was mad about it afterwards too. But anyways, but the third round was
A,
just
a beating.
I got wiped. Yeah, it was a beating, and he was very nice about it.
Yeah. Well, it's always good to crush people and be nice about it. It's much better
He's a
than
young fella.
yeah.
That's the and again, I don't I don't necessarily want to make age about things because I know there are older players who beat
It's in
younger
your
players.
head, dude. Get it out. Get it out of your
Yeah,
head. Stop.
but I just was playing this young guy. He's moving fast. I'm thinking, wow. He said, he knows what he's doing. I'm not, maybe and I don't think I do.
You got to get that out of your head, man. It's not helping your game. Not
No.
helping your game.
It's, it's funny, again, when you play people that are around your rating, I don't think about those things. So I'm like, well, we're all around the same. And
Yeah.
so
So if
anyways,
we can do anything to help our listeners, all they have to do is no matter if it's true or not, just when you're playing the doctor at an over the board tournament, just tell him you're 700, 1700 or so over online and he'll fold like a cheap tent.
yep, like a house of cards, bam,
Cheap
gone.
cheap tent. Where
Yep.
okay, whatever. Just let me roll through that one. That was a mixture of, not the sharpest crayon in the drawer. Um there it is. So
But a crayon nonetheless.
yes, yes, I had color. That's right. So my third game, I played a 20s, maybe 30 is my guess. Again, a kid at our age, less than half. And it was his first tournament, so I got my first taste of an unrated player. And you know what I did to this unrated player? I smacked him around.
Crushed
No,
him.
yeah, no, actually, I didn't smack him around, but I did win the game. Um, he played kind of passively, not too much aggression. Um, and then he did what I do, which is he ignored a couple threats, and then I eventually had a. It was nasty. It was probably one of my best nasty checkmates in the end. And game was never really in doubt. I took my time. I made sure. I mean, what did I do? I came in like 2600 dojo versus his 900. Um, but I pretty much thought everything through. I threw some prophylactic moves in there because he started to like, I'm going to go here. And I'm like, no, you're not. And then I could, kind of trap some pieces and get some tactics. And I thought I saw pretty well. I thought I played this game, pretty much as good as I can. And then I went through it with my review today, and no, that's not true. So it's not my best game ever, but it's not a bad game. I got a victory. So now I'm up 1-1.5 in the all important Late to Chess podcast host sub tournament where the doctor and I are competing for mastery of this game called chess, at least mastery at our puny level.
Mm,
So,
true.
so not a bad game. I enjoyed it. He played the French, which is if you're going to play against me with the French, just beware that the doctor does this all the time, although he doesn't know it's the French. So I've played it probably 30 times easily, and I've got a bunch of different things to do against it, even if you don't know it's called the French. And I think it is the French, and everybody else calls it the French, but he's in denier. He's like, it's my hammer defense. I'm like, whatever, it's your hammer defense. All I know is I can touch this. That's right.
Okay.
I went there.
That's all right.
Dad joke in the books. Anyway.
I will be ready.
Oh, I've got a gift for you next time we play. even though you want to
Okay.
back out. So, okay. So this was my third game. I have one victory. This was your second game. You have a half point draw, which is so it's still tight. We end up taking a little bit of a walk around the area. By the way, the place we played was at West Virginia home campus, I think, in Morgantown.
Yeah, yeah, the downtown campus.
Yeah, very nice facility. It's their student lounge, student hall, student center, whatever. I don't know. Every college seems to call it something else.
It's called the Mountain Lair.
Mountaineer. And if anybody's listening from the tournament organizers, if you could put the room where we're meeting, or at least the floor, that would be greatly helpful next time. Although I know where it is now, but the first time you're sitting there, it's cavernous, and I didn't even know there was a second level, and there is. There's actually a third level. There's a lower level. Who knew? I didn't know. So
They did.
they did. They did. Okay, so I'm going to go first on this round four because my game lasted. Let me make sure I get the right amount of time here. My game lasted 11 moves.
Wow, I did not know that.
I think it might be the shortest game I've played since Mike Tyson and Sphinx fought when I got scholars mated. It was bad. It was so bad. He was quite good. He was rated 1240 USCF, but I think he's like a 2600 online. So
Wow.
he's still doing the climb.
Yeah.
And we were talking before the game, and I was listening to who like he was beating the people that I was losing to, and it was just like, oh. And then he just got me into something and knew his way around, and then one tactic led to a checkmate. It was just a boom. And guess what? I didn't see it. You know why? Because I have a problem. Late to chess at gmail.com. The same problem, doctor. The same problem. I lost 3 games. You know how many I lost by the same problem? Three. Three. Didn't bother me at all. So I was first tournament game done of this round. It was the last round of the day. You were, I believe, still in the opening of your game because I was done that fast. And I didn't want to distract you by walking over and saying, "Hey, I'm out." You didn't peek over for a few minutes, so I just kind of packed up and skedaddled and got on my road. And it was ugly. It was just butt ugly. I had nothing. So terrible, 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 terrible. And again, I didn't look at this with Stockfish, so I don't know how bad I was, but yeah, it it left that taste in your mouth. You know what I mean? You know
Well,
what I mean?
11 moves gives you that taste. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't much of a taste. It was like a appetizer, but
Yeah.
it had that same taste.
Yeah.
So you played a little longer than I did though, because you texted me and go, "Where are you?" I'm like, "Dude, I am like half an hour already away from there."
Wow. I didn't even know what time it was. I was just like, oh, wow.
I'm gone. I was on the road. Glad I left early because it was ridiculous driving home. But anyway, so
Sure.
how did your game go, Doctor? We didn't really debrief the fourth game because I wasn't there.
Well, I played a fella who played in the senior tournament in November. It was his first tournament ever he played. He just picked up chess and
He's getting better.
not too long before that in November,
Hmm.
and he's definitely improving. Great guy. And so,
How close does he live to you? Because he's a West Virginia guy.
yeah, he's not very far. He lives maybe an hour, if that.
Okay.
Not
That's
maybe not as long, but not too far.
that's a
And
potential over the board target for you.
oh yeah, and he started a chess club
Nice.
with two other guys that meet twice or the second some Saturday of every month. So he invited me to that, and so I'm gonna try to get down there
That's
during
nice.
the good weather because he lives where there's bad weather, and
Like you.
worse than me.
No
And
worse than
so,
you.
but he lives on a golf, basically on a golf course. So it's a
Four
nice
of you
place.
could get a nice quad together, though.
Yeah, yeah. And one of the fellows had been really good and he don't play tournaments anymore. I'm not sure if he how old he is. He's older, but so that'd be yeah. So that was cool. And yeah, was I think I was. Can't remember if I was black or white. I think
I
I
would
was
think
white.
you
I
would
was
have
white.
been okay.
White. I
Okay.
think I was. I'm not sure. I can't remember. No, I was white. I was white. And so, yeah. So we played, and I just thought to myself, I am going to pay attention. I am going to play aggressively. I'm going to go after his pieces and develop as much as I could. And I did. I just kept taking pieces, made some sacrifices, and felt good throughout the whole game that I was like in control of what was happening. He made some very good prophylactic moves, and I could tell which was good. I mean, he had plans, and that was good that he had plans. But I knew what his plans were. I could see them. So that was good. And I just kept taking as many pieces as I could and finally got it to where I could have this fork uh, and got his queen and took a couple more pieces and then had checkmate. So it was a win. It was good. It was just good to win. It was good to play. He's like I said, a lovely fella, and is
Nice guy.
improving all the time. So, um, yeah. So there
The
you have it.
the one thing I saw at the first tournament where we played at the senior,
Mhm.
he was the one person who played his game, went outside with his board, and sat with some of the better players and got them to either play or play through the game, or and he was just like soaking it up like a sponge. So I'm not surprised he's doing better.
Yeah.
And all the best to him. We don't have permission to share his name, but good luck, sir.
Yes.
We hope to see you at the next tournament, and we don't want to be your first victory, but if it happens, I'm going to be okay with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a terrific fella. So,
Yeah.
so it's good. It was good.
So that leads me to the saddest part of the weekend. Cue the sad trombones. I won one game. Doctor won one
One.
game. However, he got a bye. So in the head to head battle, we are no longer tied. Doctor is ahead.
Feels good.
No, it doesn't.
For you, it doesn't. For me, it does. Feels good.
Doesn't
Feels good.
doesn't feel
It's
good at
good.
all.
It's it's great. It's great to win something finally.
It's terrible. And I could have won the one game. That's killing me. Anyway,
Well, I hear you. Yeah, I hear you.
same.
I hear you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe I don't know.
Yeah. No, I
You know.
definitely could have. I could have. I could
Yeah,
have.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You could have for sure.
Would have
I
been
don't
my
know about
first
me.
pelt on the wall with a plus 1,000 live. Oh, that would have been so sweet. But was not to be. It's the
No.
forbidden fruit that will be seen in the future. It's coming soon. I don't know when. Okay. So that's our tournament summary. Far be it from me not to ask the questions that I love to ask. So, what did you learn at the tournament?
I I learned, or can I say I relearned
Mm-hmm.
that chess is hard.
Chess is hard.
Two, that because since COVID and Queen's Gambit and the whole online explosion, there are many more good chess players.
Mm-hmm. And they're
Um,
better good too. They're not just good.
no, yeah, they're really, really, really good. So that's good for chess.
Yeah.
Bad for me, good for chess.
Yeah.
Uh,
Our,
three,
our road is bumpy.
yeah, three that you really do need to do preparation for a tournament. Um, what exactly that is, I'm not totally sure. I mean, I've got some ideas, but I think that you have to be more prepared, especially mentally.
Yes.
Prepared. It's one thing to sit in a nice, comfortable chair in your office, I mean, your den and play, and you everything. It's all optimum, right? Um, scenario conditions, excuse me, conditions. And so this is, yeah. So mentally, you need to prepare for what you're going to face,
Yeah.
you know. So you really do. You know, we talk a lot about,
Everything.
well, here's the catch 22. Well, yeah, here's the catch 22 about being in the dojo and playing over the board tournaments at our level. We hear a lot about, okay, you just make good moves, developing moves, don't worry about openings and stuff. But uh, I'm not so sure that's the best advice for being in a tournament. I think playing online, maybe that's okay for, especially when you're playing people around your rating. But when you play a tournament, you're going to play people for all sorts of ratings. And you need to be prepared. Um, you need to be prepared because you're going to see moves that it's like I said again the other night. You play against the same people or people that are same rating, you see a lot of the same moves. And if you see a move that isn't something, it's usually that isn't a regular move, it's usually a bad move, right?
Yeah, it's usually not
And
a good plan. Yeah.
yeah, usually not a good plan. But when you play people that are 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever, 900 points better than you, it doesn't mean you're probably not going to win, but it does help if you have some knowledge of a solid knowledge of an opening and maybe some variations of that opening because they might, you know,
Or at least what their responses could be or something.
yeah, yeah, that's what I guess, and which goes again to this other thing that my weakness is one of many in chess. I need to pay attention to the other person's plans and what they might be.
Hmm.
If in tournament play, anyways, I don't know if that's always the case with online stuff when you're playing people that are similarly rated.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's I've got some specific stuff to what I think I need to do, but what do you think you're going to do? Are you going to change anything? Is there anything you're going to change as a response to the tournament, or are you just going to keep doing the work that you've been doing because it's working for you?
Well, I think for playing our cohort and playing people that are within a couple hundred points, either below or ahead of me, yeah, the same thing. But I do think that I need to work on the mental side of
You
play
need
if I'm
to
going to play over the board.
you need to stay more
Go ahead.
positive. You need to stay more positive is one thing I would offer.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And I mean that as part of the mental toughness thing. Also, which part of that is I need to give myself a break too. Um, and
In what way? A
I'm going to
vacation
play people.
or
No, no, people are going to play better than me,
yeah.
and they're going to beat me, and that's I'm not. I have to be okay. I am, and I guess I am in the moment. I'm not okay with where I am.
So
I
so the theology doctor needs to give himself grace. Is that what I'm hearing?
Oh, absolutely. I heard it last night when we had a conversation with another player that this idea of, yeah, I am where I am because this is where I started. It's because of when I started and everything. But I'm in a good place. But I need to just relax a little about about the almost winning thing. It is what it is. And the thing is I had fun. It's one of the things that I love playing chess.
Hmm.
And while I was playing it, I loved it, you know. In reflection, in losing, winning, and everything, it's not that big a deal. Uh, and it might sound like it doesn't sound that way, but it really isn't. The fun part was the actual playing. It was being with you, and so it's being
I
with your
mean,
friends.
obviously.
obviously, but even in the winning and losing, like if I was that's I keep saying this to other people, so I have to remember I'm an amateur, so the whole point is to play. Yeah, it's great to win and to do that, but you're not going to win all the time. At our,
Not
yeah,
even close, unfortunately. It'd be,
no, no, not
in
yet,
some ways, I say
anyways.
it would be fun, but on other ways, I think it might not be that fun.
Yeah, I look back at that second game, that the second round game, and I'm like, I had a lot of fun playing and trying to figure out what was going on, what I was supposed to do, and what he was doing, and I'm like, I was hanging, I thought, and I was like, it was fun.
Yep.
So I need to, because I have that fun when I play y'all online. It's they're tougher and they're actually in many ways they're more grueling because we are so close to each other and I have
Yeah.
to focus more. I wish I could I think that's the other thing I learned. I wish I could take the way I play against people close to me and the focus I have and the energy I have and then translate that to um the over the board.
Well,
Yeah.
again, you got to give yourself a little bit of a break. This is only your second tournament back.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
that's true. That's
it'll come
true.
with time. Who knew
Yeah,
I was going to be cheering you on this tournament? Man,
I know, right? I know. God, jeez. I don't know what it is about me. There's days like, I was fine. I was not fine. And then we had this conversation with, again, a fellow player and higher rated. And I felt good after that. But then I played through that second round game twice today. I thought, oh my goodness,
what did I
that's it.
do? Who was this
I'm,
person that moved my
I'm,
pieces on me?
I'm giving away all my chess sets. I am closing all my accounts. That's it. I'm going fishing.
If you don't want Doctor to give up on the podcast, write into late to chess podcast at gmail.com. Let's drop the podcast and use the number too, because I just got too carried away. Anyway, so no big changes to your study patterns, play patterns,
No,
just
no, I
more.
just keep at it. I just got to keep being more consistent, and you know,
Okay,
I think I need to play more over the board
sure. I
to,
agree.
to see if I can close that gap. That's
The
here
difference
I am on
between,
the line.
yeah.
Yeah, because even with the 16 fella, 50 fella, the first one, he didn't play like he was 1650.
Mm-mm,
Rapid, right?
no.
So, and I think this was his first, or he doesn't play over the board very much, anyways. If
Oh, to
if
be
it wasn't his
unrated, it's his
first,
first one. So,
okay. So yeah, so this was his first one, right? So there you go.
so it affected him too. So don't feel bad.
Right, right, right,
You're doing okay.
right. Yeah,
So you want mine?
yeah. Of course, it's your turn.
I am not going to read a new book. I am not going to watch a new course. I am not going to add any more knowledge into my head until my head reviews in some unknown way every move, every time. Ugh. Okay. Sorry if that was loud, people. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. I don't mind getting beaten. I hate losing.
Yeah, yeah. I um. Uh, well, what was I
Hate
going to
it.
say about that?
Hate it. It's the same thing you said before, but it's okay. It's okay.
This is a question that I think hope if our listeners um,
Right in.
whoever's write in about this would be great if they write in about this. I keep hearing about doing the puzzles, the tactics, and I think that's right on. But it is interesting that so let's say chess.com and Puzzle Rush. Okay, let's talk the 5 minute Puzzle Rush. Okay,
Survival. Yeah.
survival. Thank you. Survival. 5 minutes. There is an automatic tendency, especially in the first maybe 10, that I don't review. I already know, okay, this is going to go here. This, and there are one move checkmates.
Back rank, back rank, back rank. Next.
Right.
Yeah.
Next. Right. And then, but then the higher it gets a little more complicated. Sometimes not even a checkmate. It's just like move your king to get out of a potential checkmate and take a knight or something like that. Right. Something.
Save your
And
piece, whatever. Yeah.
yeah. And I've missed, only lately have I not missed it. In the beginning, I've missed that because I thought it was all about checkmate because I thought, oh, this is the routine. This is the pattern.
Hmm.
And I'm wondering if that's not, uh, for those of us in this rating area, if that's not an issue,
Hmm.
that you're missing some of the things, that we miss some of the things because of the way we train. Some of our training is these automatic
Yeah.
kind of puzzles. I get it, pattern recognition, and know it's true,
Yep.
but I think that can cause an issue in the actual playing if we're not doing the checks, captures, threats, or well, however.
Or whatever it is. Who knows? Latechess at
Yeah.
gmail.com. So I had to stop doing puzzle rushes because what is one of the things that Jesse makes fun of me about? I go too fast. The last thing I need is some game to make me go faster.
But again, here's an issue that where things don't match up in my brain. We say that, and that's I think you're correct. But one of the things that we're asked to do in the dojo and probably in other chess teaching places, um, to do those things. We're asked to do the
Yeah.
puzzle rush and to get 23 or whatever it is out
Yeah.
of in 5 minutes or
Some
whatever,
number. Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Some number. And again, I think I try to say that in a conversation we had with another player the other night, that I feel that um, it's it's like you're saying one thing, but on the other side, your mouth is saying another thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, rating doesn't matter. Rating doesn't matter. Learn tactics. Da, 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 da. Oh, do puzzle rush and do 23 in 5 minutes
But to
or whatever.
graduate, the only way to graduate is to get your rating to be a number. But don't worry about your
Right.
rating.
Right. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that, or what to do, but I know it's conflicting
Hmm.
to me because I think what we see in tournaments is that there are times your rating does matter and there are times where your rating doesn't matter.
Hmm. Indeed. So you know what our listeners can take and get 100% chance of winning from this episode? I wrote it down. Just
Tell
tell
us.
just tell the doctor when you play him all over the board that you're 1700 or 1800 online and he'll fold and give you the victory. He will blunder. He doesn't blunder. Like I have played him, I don't know, 20 games recently, somewhere around there, where he didn't blunder a piece, not one. You tell him you're 1700 online, four in one game. One game.
Yeah. Over. Yeah.
Just
I don't
just
know.
just play with that soft weak mind of his and the victory is assured.
It is amazing how much, well, it is amazing how much psychology is,
Yeah.
how that's connected to this whole rating thing. And if you're good about, like, and you said this the other night in our conversation, just, well, what is good? You know,
Yeah. Well, again, we're going for the DCP title, the decent chess player title.
Uh,
TBD what that is, but we're on the road.
right. I think we need to get belts too, and then we
Belts.
get,
Oh,
yeah,
championship belts. I can do that,
yeah,
dude.
yeah,
I have those.
DCP,
DCP,
right?
DCP,
Yeah,
reigning champion,
yeah.
Intercontinental DCP champion.
Yes, Intercontinental. The good old days of W wrestling.
That's right. That's right. All we have to do is have a tournament that doesn't exist to give a fake belt to somebody who didn't win the tournament, but say
Ex-
the tournament was held in Puerto Rico and they won and they're the first intercontinental, whatever. Get
That's what
those.
the first Intercontinental DCP.
That's right. DCP, decent chess player.
That's right.
Doctor, it was
Dude,
great seeing you.
I just want to say one last thing.
Yeah.
If that were to happen, I definitely would wear that belt to the next tournament.
No, it's got to happen because I've got to. It's worth it. It's worth it to me.
Yeah.
If anybody's got a discount code for one of these belts, I'm in. Late to chess at gmail.com. doctor carrying it. Are you going to carry it? Are you going to wear it around your waist, or are you going to do the cool thing over the shoulder and walk in? Like, because if you
I'm
wear the
gonna what?
shoulder thing, I will stand there behind you, and as you're walking through the door of the tournament thing, I will play the broken glass sound from Stone Cold
Nice.
for you because I
Well,
can't do the
this is
smoke,
what
but you know.
this is what I will do. I'm gonna wear it around my as I enter into
Uh-huh.
the arena,
Uh-huh.
and then I'll take it off and throw it over my shoulder as I go to the first board and just lay it right in
That's right.
front of me.
Right next to your chest noter.
That's right next to my chest that I don't know how to operate.
That's right.
That's right, right. And I just lift it up and go, and they'll be like DCP. I go, you don't want to know.
Yeah, you can't handle this, man. Speaking of which, last thing. How was the chest noter? Your first tournament with it?
It was great. I struggled with one thing I struggled with, and I don't know why, with castling queenside with it.
It's the
It
same.
it
Just move the
wasn't.
king two pieces, two moves. Bloop, bloop.
I I tried, and it wouldn't. It kept going back to its original. So I don't know what I was doing. I'm like, wait, I know how to castle queenside. Well, let
Yeah.
me,
It's the same thing,
yeah,
just the
okay.
other way.
I did something wrong. Maybe I didn't see it right, but
Yeah, just move to the
yeah.
C file with
But I
either
love
color.
it. Yeah, I
It's
love
so
it. I
easy,
love it.
so much easier. We should have him on.
Yes, I think that's a great. It's a great tool, and it makes things simpler. I mean, once you figure out, which of course takes me a little longer, being techno Amish, but once you figure out what you're doing, and you have that, it's like so. I imported my game, checked it out, played through it. I'm going to put it in the dojo. I love that. I love that. Only thing I would say is I would use a stylus.
You can
Not my favorite. Yeah, yeah. That's the only thing I would say. I'm going to get a stylist and use it that way. And
test
interesting.
test it before you go to your tournament because some of them don't work.
Right, right. The only thing I would say is no one I played knew about it.
I know. It's like this little secret. It's not cheap
No,
though,
so
so I understand.
I had it. Well, and one guy, well, as long as it doesn't, you can't get stockfish. I laughed because I knew you would laugh at that. I laughed and said, well, first of all, I have no idea how I would use stockfish because
Yeah.
I don't know what that's about.
You can
I
barely
mean,
spell stockfish.
right. I mean, I've got a friend who explains it to me every time, and I'm like, wait, so this means, so that's number one. And number two, yeah, it's not attached to the Wi-Fi or anything like that. So there's no possibility of cheating or anything.
It's isolated and dedicated. That's the only thing on it.
Yeah, it's great. So yeah, I'm so glad, and I'm looking forward to using that.
Yeah. It just takes away
Yeah.
for being relatively new to chess and definitely new to noting my moves. I was having trouble when I would switch from white to black or black to white because I'd get into a
Mm,
groove and then all of a
right,
sudden instead of it being D4 it was E5, but it was the
right,
same
right,
square in my mind, like looking at that's the same square, and then I would just randomly invert them, and then when you go to play through the game, that piece doesn't exist. There's no way for that piece to get from where it is to where I said I went to, but obviously that's what I did, or I did something similar. And there was two games that I've lost so far out of the games that I've played where I'll never be able to learn from them because I can't make sense out of the notation.
right, right. Can I ask a
Sure.
question of our audience if they would write into
Late to chess at gmail.com. The two is a number.
the question I have is it came up today in our review, and you just reminded me of this. I'd like to know who can see the board without the letters and the numbers and just know and already know it. Particularly if you're at our level, if you're 1,500 in lead chess or 1,000 and under in chess.com, I'd like to know if you have that already memorized so you don't need a chessboard with letters and numbers. Just out of curiosity, because I think that there are more than in our cohort, there are a few of us that struggle with that and really appreciate at our level having the letters and the numbers on the chessboard. I'm just curious
Well,
because
I don't
we
need
were
them,
to,
but I'll like I said, I'll flip them.
Yeah,
You
see,
know, I'll do the D versus E or the 5 versus 4 or the 6 versus 2 or the 3. Sorry, I'll mess those up, but I don't need them.
yeah, I think I still do. I probably shouldn't. I should be embarrassed of that, but I
It
think
just comes.
I still
Don't
do.
don't force it. It'll come.
Yeah. So I was just curious if anybody has that trouble.
There
So
is, far be it from me, not to have uh, more podcasts than humanly capable of. Speaking of which, I need to thank Apple. I am now able to watch my or listen to my podcasts on 3x now. Ah, so much better. My day got so much longer. It's fantastic. Fantastic. 3x. So, but they do have a podcast and it's all on mental focus. And I'm trying to look it up because I don't have it memorized. It's something I just started watching, listening to. Sorry. And chess study podcast, is that it? Uh, no,
I
that's not
don't
it.
know.
No, it's chess feels, chess mood. I have so many chess podcasts. Sorry, people. Should have done this before. Uh, Late to Chess, great podcast. You should definitely subscribe to that. Subscribe, hit like, tell your friends, share it with everybody. Hey, if you've got while I'm looking for this podcast, if you have a uh, chess club or a chess place that you play and you want to promote it, let us know. We'll do that. We have no issues pumping things, and it's for the same low price that you have right now. It's fantastic what we do for nothing.
Zero.
Zero
Free.
dollars and 0 cents continuously. Actually, it's -dollars because you have to post these things, but that's okay. It's still worth it. And I still can't find the podcast. And as soon as I stop trying to vamp and talk through this, I will find it. It'll be the next podcast I look at. It'll drive me nuts. But anyway, what it does is it trains you on how to do board visualization and gives you like little quizzes or gives you little settings and sets you up so that you can practice your board memorization and your board vision. And I think it would help your calculation. I mean, if you were interested in such craziness as playing blindfold chess, you could do that too. But it was kind of fun, and I really did enjoy it when I found it. And I am not saying that I'm good at this because I am so terrible at most of these things. But it is a interesting podcast, and I will put it in the notes because I can't find it, and that's enough of me talking for no reason. So,
I can I plug one more thing?
absolutely, Chess Dojo.
Just,
Oh, sorry.
no, no, but you can do that after. Just a book. In talking about mental toughness and confidence, um, book I read and I'm rereading. It's called The Confident Mind by Dr. Nate Zinsser. He is a psychologist professor out of West Point,
Mm,
and he does use chess as an example in one section of his book, and it's if not that book, there's thousands of these kinds of books, but um, I think confidence has a lot to do with is connected to how well you play chess as well. So you might want to.
I think you should read
Fi-
that book again because you are a basket
I
case sometimes.
I am sometimes. I am reading it. I'm rereading it. I'm rereading it now. That's why I'm mentioning it, um, and because I think I need to work on my confidence.
You ready? Chess
Yes.
visualization with Aiden Rayner.
Oh
Short little
yeah, yeah.
podcasts, like 10, 15 minutes usually. Some
I
questions
worked
and
with Aiden.
answers. You do?
I did. I
Really?
did, and I had to I just for a few times, and then because of what was going on in my life, I had to put a stop, and come back. I told him I'd get back to it when my life was a little different.
You know what you should do now that your life is a little different? Now that you have a podcast, perhaps? I'm just saying. Just
Mm.
saying. Hmm.
I will email him and see if he'd like to come on and help plug his. He's a great guy. He's from Australia,
Yep.
knows what he's talking about, and yeah, it's just real good guy
Yeah. He
who
puts his
knows.
podcasts, he's got little glyphs on the front And some of them will be like a question and answer. There'll be a question. Some of them will be fairly easy. They'll be like one brain. Some of them will be what he considers medium,
Mhm.
two brains. Some will be really hard ones. Those will be three brains. I can't even do the one
Right.
brain ones yet, but I'm trying inch by inch,
Yep.
inch by inch.
Yep. Yeah, we had a couple, about three sessions, and it was really good. I learned a lot. He's got a great website. So
So, you know what, Doctor? Being totally selfish,
what?
this podcast just won't end. Being totally selfish. You know who would know what I need to do before each and every move? You smell what I'm cooking?
Uh,
You smell what I'm cooking here?
is it his name Jesse?
Him
No.
too. Him too. I was thinking the guy named Aiden.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll email him and see if he'd like be interested.
Tell him he needs to get somebody a total basket case who's lost and pondering giving up the game, depending on my mood. I'm not giving up the game, but I can ponder about it. I can fantasize.
Sure.
I
Who
can sit
doesn't?
here and
I
say,
do every
what
day.
why why am I doing this to myself?
Yeah.
And then equally I'm like, I'm not dumb. But I just can't do this. This makes no sense. What is wrong with me? I'm like a 2-year old. Don't touch the hot pot. Okay. Ah, Brian.
Uh,
God, I'm dumb. Anyway, maybe I need to stay positive too. But whatever. Doctor, did we miss anything? Was this the longest tournament review ever?
Ever. And yeah, for two guys who lost, who lost,
we,
who lost
we each won one game.
each one game, we've talked for how long? I don't even know, over an hour.
Over an hour. Our longest podcast yet. Don't worry. We're long winded. We'll babble on. I've got other questions I could do,
It's
but I feel like we should give our listeners a respite, and
a,
we'll
a
be
little
back
break.
soon. We'll be back soon. We did get a few podcast emails, late2chess@gmail.com, saying where's our list, where's our podcast about the summary. So we're going to get this one out tomorrow, and another bonus episode. So you guys, it's coming. It's coming as soon as my little fingers can edit this tonight. So thank you, Doctor. Always great.
Thank you. Always awesome.